This is Boxing Tickets NI in association with SB Sports in Chaco. We're here at the Summer Brawl Fight Night, and we've grabbed a hold of Paddy Donovan. How are you?
I'm good. I'm feeling good. I'm very excited to be here. Some very good fights on tonight, including Jamie Morrissey and Graham McCormick from my hometown Limerick. So I'm excited to see the fights. So far so good. It's been very entertaining, and can't wait for the main event and see Graham bringing back the title to Limerick.
Obviously Limerick's, I've obviously spoke to Graham and Jamie quite a lot, but Limerick's buzzing with talent. They've obviously yourself and your brother and Jason and Graham, and it nearly seems to be everybody in Limerick's a fighter nowadays, but obviously Graham bringing back a Celtic title, obviously the Limerick is going to be massive for the town. Yeah,
right now the city's booming. So much talent coming through, even in the amateurs. We have a lot of good fighters coming through. So very, very exciting times for the city. A lot of professionals, a lot of unbeaten professionals, guys with big ambitions and want to make a living to provide for their families and make their city proud and following in their goals. As I said, Graham is fighting tonight. He's going to bring this title back, I believe. So he's up against a good opponent, tough opponent, but he's trained very hard at a very good camp, and I'm excited to see him in action tonight. I think he can do it.
And obviously Jamie's just had a one there, and he's obviously fighting for the Celtic belt in 3 weeks' time in Scotland as well. So by the time you get into the ring on the 6th of August, Limerick could have 2 Celtic champions.
Yeah, that's right. So hopefully he boxed very good tonight. Great performance tonight. Very solid up against a very tough journeyman. Very hard to break down, but he did a good job. Stuck to his boxing, stuck to his game plan, and he got the win. He moves forward now to fight for that title. Very, very excited. So hopefully he can bag the title, Graham can bag the title, and we'll have 2 new titles back in the city. It's great for the city. It's great for me as a boxer, other fighters in the city to see titles coming in. It's good for the fans, you know what I mean? Fighters thrive off winning titles. That's what we fight for, to get titles. So any titles to get their hands on means a lot. So I'm very happy for the boys.
And obviously yourself, you're back in action in 6 weeks' time, back in Belfast once again. I think this is probably your
best looking boxer in town, tell me.
I think this is either your 3rd or your 4th fight. I think the third fight, obviously a Fela 2019, you were there with Andy Lee and watching, but...
And then my debut here in the Ulster Hall, yeah. So that was absolutely brilliant. Crowd was electric. Enjoyed every minute of it, and I felt right at home here in the city, and the fans was absolutely exceptional. And again, on the Michael Conlan undercard last year, crowd was exceptional. They got really behind me, buzzed me on, and got the knockout. So hopefully I can bring a tremendous performance in 6 weeks' time. I've trained very hard. Camp has gone perfect. Big help from my sponsors, and I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? I'm ready to go, ready to put on a masterpiece performance and get another knockout.
I guess obviously the thing is for you now is obviously you now chasing down belts and everything else. I've had no inkling obviously from Jamie if there's going to be a belt on the line for yourself. Your brother Edward's obviously looking at fighting for the youth belt as well. I guess that's your next goal now. It's getting a belt out of the way. You obviously want to be a multiple world champion as well, but it's getting that first belt out of the way first and foremost.
Yeah, I have this fight to deal with, this opponent to deal with. I'm going to move straight on for a title fight right after that. Maybe for an Irish title, whatever title it is in Ireland. If anyone wants to fight, I'll fight him in Ireland. Or if we can make a WBC World Youth title happen, I'll take that. But I'm chasing titles, and I'll beat whoever's put in front of me.
And obviously Limerick, I think there's been a buzz about Limerick. Limerick has to have a show coming up very, very soon. With so much talent that's there, like I wouldn't even imagine what's the biggest stadium he's have in Limerick, but I'm sure it'll obviously sell out easily with obviously a lot of homegrown talent there.
Yeah, Limerick will sell out, no problem whatsoever. We've great guys behind us in Limerick. I have a great sponsor called Jamie Daly. He plays a big part in Thomond Park, so we'll be in talks soon to bring a big show back there. We've some very good pros coming through. My brother Jason Harty, Graham, Jamie, Lee Reeves. So we've a lot of good fighters, a lot of ambitious fighters, and we've the best fans in the world behind us in Limerick City. Very, very supportive city, and we want to bring big fights back to Limerick. If we all get our hands on titles, we'll defend them in our home ground.
That'll be very, very special. But look, I'll let you go and enjoy the rest of the evening. Obviously, fingers crossed, obviously Graham does the business tonight, and we'll look forward to seeing you in 6 weeks' time.
Yes, thank you very much for the interview. Come on, Graham.